Okay, this is the first one. This is How to Fight by Thich, Nhat, Hanh, page 10, Where the Fight Begins. When someone says something unkind to you, you may want to retaliate right away. That is where the fight begins. This habitual way of reacting creates a well-worn pathway in your brain. When you travel a neural pathway over and over again, it becomes a habit. Very often that pathway leads to anger, fear, or craving. 1 millisecond is enough for you to arrive at the same destination: anger and a desire to punish the person who has dared to make you suffer. The mind and the brain are plastic in nature. You can change your mind, your brain, and the way you think and feel. With practice, you can create new neural pathways that can lead to understanding, compassion, love, and forgiveness. Mindfulness and insight can intervene, directing you down a new neural pathway. A pause. See, this is what it looks like. Suppose someone has just said something unpleasant to you, like your ex-husband, or your boyfriend, or your best friend. Their words and the sound of their voice give you an unpleasant feeling. You believe they are trying to make you suffer. Of course, you feel the desire to react, to say something back. You feel that if you can express your anger, if you can make them suffer, you will get relief. Most of us react in that way, but mindfulness can help us pause for a moment and become aware of the anger building up in us. Stopping gives us a chance to acknowledge and to transform our anger. When we feel anger, irritation, or indignation arising in us, we pause. We stop and come back to our breathing straight away. We do not say or do anything when we are inhabited by this kind of energy. So we don't escalate the conflict. We wait until we're calm again. Do nothing when you are not calm. Being able to pause is the greatest gift. It gives us the opportunity to bring more love and compassion into the world rather than more anger and suffering. This part is called When Your House is on Fire. I like this one because I am often guilty of responding before I get my own feelings in check. So I react rather than respond. So this is when your house is on fire. Usually when we are angry with someone, we are more interested in fighting with them than in taking care of our own feelings. It's like someone whose house is on fire, running after the person who has set the fire to their house instead of going home to put out the flames. If we don't go home to take care of our anger, our whole house will burn down. But if we can pause for a moment, we have a chance to acknowledge our anger, embrace it, and look deeply to see its true roots. If we can take care of our own anger instead of focusing on the other person, we will get immediate relief. If we can pause, we see that our anger or fear may have been born from a wrong perception, or may have its roots in the large seeds of anger or fear within us. When we realize this, it frees us from anger and fear. Practice embracing and looking deeply to see the real roots of your anger. When insight is born, you will be free. Okay, so that's the first little part of it. 3 minutes.